Whether or not you like it, superheroes are here to stay. It may not be the powerhouse in media that we've seen in the past, but with successful comic adaptations like Invincible that don't draw on the massive popularity of already established icons, it seems like there's always going to be an audience for that sort of genre. The good news is that superheroes can be very diverse and allows for a potential of unique interpretations that aren't limited to having to fit within the guidelines of the work set before them like you would if you worked on a story for someone like Superman or Captain America. An upcoming game is looking to take this hero genre and give it a little twist by making you take a back seat to the adventures. But what is this game, and should you be checking it out when it releases? Stay tuned to find out. Developed and published by Ad Hoc Studio, which is comprised of former Ubisoft and Telltale Games employees, Dispatch is an upcoming workplace comedy where the decisions you make will impact the world around you. As a former superhero, you play as Robert Robertson.
I saw him in his underwear.
Roberto son?
I saw him in his underwear.
Anyways, after a situation that left you without your robotic suit of armor, you have been placed in an agency tasked with managing a dysfunctional group of misfit heroes. It is up to you to manage who to send to the various emergencies around the city, as well as balancing office politics, personal relationships, and your own quest to regain your status as a hero. Now, in principle, Dispatch is relatively straightforward. You receive a call for some sort of problem, like a balloon being stuck in a tree, or stopping a fire that one of your team members definitely didn't start, and it's up to you to assess who you have available in order to maximize your chances on a successful mission. There are synergies that come into play whenever you need more than one hero to help resolve a conflict, and if a hero is successful enough, then they can level up, which allows you to place a skill point into any attribute. Once on scene, there will be a check that will determine the likelihood of success, and it's easy to see that once several calls come in, making wise decisions with your resources will be key in order to maximize results. You will also be tasked with solving a puzzle hacking minigame every so often that's reminiscent of the Helldiver's command arrow key presses. And between shifts, the story will unfold with an absolutely star-studded cast of voice actors and internet personalities.
Hey team, this is your dispatcher, Robert Robertson. I'm starting my first shift.
We joke, we laugh, we suppress our trauma. All right, enough of this feeling shit. Let's introduce you to your team of losers.
Washed up dad bod superhero with no superpowers. Can't wait.
Each seemed to bring their A game to the forefront, although there was one in particular I didn't quite care for. I don't want to just single Moistcr1TiKaL out for fear that the internet was going to bury me before my channel's even gotten to 500 subs, but it just felt like his performance lacked any real emotion.
Someday, my subconscious will live on in a chip, and your subconscious will be dead. Cringe.
Hearing the word cringe said the way that it was said only made me feel the cringe of someone almost just reading off their lines. Counter that to Jacksepticeye's portrayal, and while it wasn't the best of the group, it made me feel like he really embodied the character.
Can someone Google if cauliflower ear is an STD?
Seeing this bat that graduated from Harvard have a slow, monotone speech just didn't feel right. And part of that could be just how they wanted the character to sound, but it didn't really feel that right to me. The performance only really stood out because of how well all the other voice actors were, and that's besides the fact that we don't even know who Matt Mercer and Travis Willingham were going to portray. Dispatch pulls no punches using vulgar language, but because a majority of the performances feel right, the dialogue sounds natural, as opposed to sounding like it was someone who just discovered their first favorite 4-letter F word.
Let me remind you, these calls are fucking recorded for training fucking purposes. So keep the fucking line clear before we send your stupid fucking asses back to whatever fucking cell we pulled your stupid fucking asses out of. Alright?
In the end, although the demo was only about 30 minutes long, I had an absolute blast during the time I was playing. The writing was great, the animation was fantastic, and the voiceover work was done really well. The gameplay may seem minimal, but if you take into account the style of games that Telltale made popular, then it kinda makes sense. Dispatch will be more interested in telling you an impactful story than making you engage through a series of complicated combat sequences. But even the hacking puzzle showed some ways that the game can stretch your mind instead of making you just feel like you're sitting at a desk the entire time. I know that Dispatch had a lot more to offer than what was shown on the demo, but that doesn't stop me from making sure that it's going to be on my radar when it releases sometime this year. But with that, that'll be it for this video. I hope you have a great rest of your day, and as always, be kind to one another.
You gonna wash before you do that?
Nah, bro, I never touch nothing. Just touch my pants and underwear only. Even for shake, I just do like this.
Can you show me again? I don't think I got it.
What's your name, little guy?
My name's Beef and I'm naked.
Oh, no, I refuse to believe that's what he sounds like.
Shoutouts go to Relativity, Naughty Dog is King, Chaos, and Kamikalo alongside all those subbed to the channel. Let me know if there's any upcoming games you want to have covered and I'll make sure to check them out, but either way, I will see you soon.